I hope you're all right, and welcome to another live for Bee Crafty. Right, let me find your comments on here. We'll see who's with us. There we go. Oh, looks like it's in sync already. That's good. So drop me a thumbs up or a heart when you get here and a comment. Say hello. Hi Maxine. Hope everybody's been enjoying the sunshine. Hi Moira. We had a beautiful walk this morning. It was in the woods, and there were lots of wildflowers, and but it was muddy. It was very muddy in places. I think I came out the woods about 2 inches taller than I normally am, which is a lot for me. Hi Julia. So this is my blog post today. So I thought I'd pop that on. And lift it up a bit so you can see it better. There we go. So I'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'll get started. See who else joins in. Okay. Right, so these are 3 of the smaller size stamps. Hi Alison, from the new stamps, and then this is the blog page, the journal pages that I did with the larger ones, have using them as the edge of the page. Okay. So I thought today I would use this week's palettes, and I'd use a big one inkable. So I've got this one out, which is the trellis, something trellis, can't remember. Anyway, going to use that, and I've also got out the Distress Oxides, which are this week's palette. So there's Forest Moss, Chipped Sapphire, Tumbled Glass, Antique Linen, and I've got Sponge Sugar, although I might swap Sponge Sugar actually for Saltwater Taffy, because I think that one is slightly, it was a toss-up between that one, those two. I wasn't sure. I think Saltwater Taffy is the one that Bev used, so I'll go for these. So there we go. I'm going to use those colours. So I'm thinking what I might do is go over the background with the 3 paler ones, and then use the stencil, the big one inkable, to add some of those colours, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. So I'm going to grab a couple of sponges, I think, because it's quicker, basically. She says that pink one. That's a pale one. Might have to I'll use that blue one, but I might need to soak up quite a bit of the ink on it. Eclipse Trellis, thanks Alison. Hi, Lynn. Right, so this one is antique linen. And I'm just going to like add patches of it here and there. Sorry if I'm wobbling the camera about. I still haven't managed to tighten up the arm that holds the phone. So, right, so this is saltwater taffy. So I'll add a bit of this one in. A bit more up at the top there. And then I've gone for tumbled glass for the paler blue. I've only got a darker blue sponge, but as long as I put plenty on, we should be all right. There we go. Causing a craft and lunch on my desk already. That's not very good, is it? So that's got the colour on the background. And now I'm going to add some bits of colour through this with the other two colours. So that's forest moss and chipped sapphire that I'm going to use. And for that I'm going to use brushes. So I've got that brush and then the green brush. Okay. It's funny, I didn't realise I'd got forest moss. It's one that I bought. Hi Rachel. Hi. Oh no, I said hi to Lynn already. That's all right then. Right, so let's see what this looks like. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think I'd got forest moss, but I have. It's one that I've not used much, obviously. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. That's nice. I think I'll have another patch up here. And then we'll have some of the chipped sapphire as well. So what's everybody been doing today then? Anything nice? And have you had a chance to enjoy some sunshine? Oh, new car, Rachel. What is it? What is it? And what colour is it? There we go. Yeah, that's nice and zappy, that is, isn't it? Yeah, it's a funny green, that, isn't it? But I'll tell you what, the colour palettes have definitely got me using inks that I wouldn't necessarily use together and inks that I don't use very often. Oh, Rachel, that sounds fabulous and perfect for the weather we've had today. It's just been so lovely and warm and sunny and gorgeous. It has. Right, so I'm going to pop that out of the way for a minute, and then I've got a piece of paper here. What I've done is I've gone through and torn out double pages every so often through the book this time, just so that I've actually, you can't tell. I hope it was that one that I tore the pages out of. Right, so shall we have let me think. I used the daffodil last week, didn't I? So I'll not use the daffodil this week. So I could use the daisy. I could use the tulip. I could use, that's the lilius. Or also in here, I've got the Sketchy Flowers one, which has got two smaller liliuses and two smaller daisies on it. So we could use those. What do we think? You tell me, you choose. What shall we use? Oh, lovely. I think that's a perfect name for her by the sound of it. What do we think? So, tulip, daisy, lilius, or some of the sketchy flowers, or a mixture of all of two. Teaching year one, Alison. Bless them. Right. You help me choose by telling me which stamps you want, which stamp set to use today. I'm just looking. I don't know if I could use the daisy. Let's look at the daisy out here. I'd have to trim the leaves off at the bottom, the stem off at the bottom, but could do. Moira says daisies. Shall we go for the daisies? I think if we use that daisy and also the daisies from the Sketchy Flowers set. Sorry, there's still lots of lace on my table from last week. That's really bad, isn't it? I've not tidied up at all. Right, I'll put the rest of them away for a minute. Okay. Right. So I'll use a super skinny slim and the big daisy, and then also the two daisies off here. Oh, I don't know about the little one might get a bit lost. We'll see. I might do two of the smaller ones instead. I think we will. Okay. I've not managed to get the new colours of Versafine Clair yet, unfortunately. But they're definitely on my wish list. Versafine Clair, Moira. There's 6 new colours I think come out. Rather lovely. You're getting a triplicate now, Moira. There we go. Right, I'm just going to wipe off the ink that's gone over the edge there. And wipe my fingers as well. I'll just move those out of the way a minute. Okay. So I think next I'm going to cut these out. I'm just going to leave a little whiteboard around them. I've been waiting for them to bring out a decent orange. I'm hoping that the orange that's out is definitely orange and not peach. So whilst we're here, and thinking about colours, is there a colour that you don't use at all? Is there a colour that you perhaps don't like, or that is really out of your comfort zone? What got me thinking about this was I don't do pink, she says. I don't wear pink. I'm not, pink is very much definitely my least favourite colour. However, I've still got a multitude of pink inks, and I will use it. So is there a colour that you don't use? Or is there a colour that you don't like? The greys. Now you see, Lost Shadow is really good for using on black paper. I'll show you in a minute. Yellow. Yeah, I can see that. I think yellow is one of those that it's a bit of a Marmite colour, isn't it? You either love it or you hate it. So Alison's not keen on oranges or browns. I definitely reach, if I'm reaching for my favourite colours, it's definitely the cool side of the colour wheel. You know, things like turquoises and purples. Oh, that sounds perfect, Lynn. Thank you. Carrot orange, yeah. That's definitely the sort of thing that I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I was stamping some little flowers or leaves or something like that. And I wanted to do like a rainbow. And I'd got the red and the yellow, but to get an orange, it was really wishy-washy and it didn't stand out at all. Oh, Moira and Caroline feel purple, the dark purples are overwhelming. It's interesting, isn't it? I've done a few things with purple skies. Most proper orange in the oxides. It's got to be between spiced marmalade and carved pumpkin, I think. Because I think, is it right, persimmon or whatever it is? That one's a bit redder, I think. I don't know. I'll get some out in a minute and I'll have a quick look. Let's just have a quick look at oranges. So, there's spiced marmalade. Right, persimmon or persimmon. Oops, excuse me. I'm probably just looking at my arm at the minute. There we go. My oranges are behind my stand that I put my phone on. So, and then carved pumpkin. So if you have a look at these, yeah. So ripe persimmon it's almost a red. I'd say carved pumpkin is slightly deeper orange than the spice marmalade, but there's not a huge amount in it. So there you go. There's a quick tour of some oranges. Yeah, crackling campfire by comparison. Let's have a look at, so ripe persimmon and against crackling campfire. Yeah, that's more sort of rusty, whereas that's, I'm trying to think of the shade of red that reminds me of. I can't remember what they call it. Anyway, I shall carry on. Oh, wild honey. Let's look at wild honey. That is quite yellow by comparison, isn't it? You only have the inks, not the oxides. Yeah, the oxides, yeah, it'd be no good using Lost Shadow on black if it's not the oxide. Oh, that's a bit big. It's okay. I just realised because it's not attached at the bottom, I can cut that leaf off for the time being. Come back to that later if I want it. Ooh, I don't think I've done very well in that cutting out just there. Nope, I haven't. Oh well. It's not perfect, never mind. Yeah, I thought I'd coloured in loads of flowers and things for when the new stamps came out, and I used them all up really quickly. So I'm afraid you're having to watch me colour and cut out today. Vermilion. Thank you, Caroline. You're right. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Okay. I'll just cut round this one just in case I need it. Yeah, I do enjoy playing with the different colour palettes because you tend to substitute things if you didn't have the exact colours, and it's just a good way of experimenting a bit, isn't it? Right, so I've got my daisies. I'm going to colour those in, I think, and I feel like a bit of contrast. So having just talked about oranges and yellows and stuff, I'm going to colour them in with the Ecoline pens. I think I'm going to go for oranges and yellows. So I've got, what have I got here? That's deep yellow, light orange, light yellow, lemon yellow. Right, so for greens, I'll go for, that's spring green, and that one's grass green. And then I'm thinking with the centres, I might make them into marigolds and colour them in sort of a reddy brown colour. Oh look, reddish brown, that'll do. And that one's a yellow ochre, so I'll keep that one out as well. So I think I've got enough colours there. 8 daffodils, cool. What were you making, Julia? Oh, no, not that one yet. Yeah, I definitely didn't have enough stamped and coloured. I will definitely be doing more. I'm just going to add a little bit of the yellow ochre on this. Okay, and then this is the grass green, I think. Sorry. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so that one was sort of quite a deep yellow. Then I think I'll go for an orange on this one. Sorry, my phone's buzzing at the moment. Sorry about that. Somebody's obviously sending lots of messages, which I will respond to later. It is, yeah, or like a pot marigold. And I just think it's a nice contrast to that background, isn't it? I'll use the yellow ochre again on this one just to add a little bit of shade. There we go. And then this one, I think I'm going to go for a lemony yellow. I might go, because this is a bigger flower, I can add a little bit more sort of shading in it. That's the light yellow. So I've done a paler strip because that's what that area is what tends to catch the light. If you've got a petaled flower, that tends to have a sort of paler bit across it. Or you could do like stripy ones, couldn't you? Because like is it zinnias that have got zinnias. Alright, we'll go for a brown middle for this one as well. Just use the paler colour to blend a little bit more. There we go, it's not quite so obvious now. I might just do a little touch of the darker yellow. Absolutely, Caroline. If you the colour combination works, if you like it, it's all that matters. I mean, I think I know, you know, there is some science behind colour theory and so on, but nobody should be saying, oh, you know, that colour doesn't go with that colour. No, it doesn't matter. It's your piece of art. If you like it, use it. Oh, that leaf as well. So I've got a big one and a couple of little ones. I don't know if I need this leaf. I'll see. I'll colour it anyway. Excuse me, I think I've got hiccups. Right. Oh well, I will. I'll use it. I'm quite liking that. Okay, so time to stick those down, I think. Absolutely, Alison. Do you know, for years we've had some lime green, is it called spurge? I can't remember its Latin name in the garden, and it grows next to some purple honesty, and the two colours, lime green and purple, you wouldn't wear it, but oh, nature does it beautifully. There we go. Right, so have this one this side, pop it there. Oh, toad in the hole, fantastic. And then that one there. Okay, so I do feel like it needs some white splatters. Do you think? Should we do that? Right, so I've got my Dilutions white linen spray here. So I will get that. There we go. Pop a few splatters on with this. go. Yeah, the other thing that you can do obviously is use your Posca to do some white splatters. I think I might. Now, whilst it's in this wet state, if I put if I put a faux stitch line round with that, I'm just going to smudge it. So I will wait until the white splatters are dry. And now I just need a sentiment. So, shall I use one of the sentiments from the sets? Or shall I use stickers? Oh, I've just spotted that one. Look, a flower a day keeps the gloom far away. I think that'll do, won't it? Right, I'm just going to trim the ends so they're straight. That's a flower a day. And then we need to keep the gloom. Do you know, my Yorkshire puddings didn't used to be particularly good. And then I got a new cooker, and then suddenly the high temperature stayed in the oven. And I could do Yorkshires then. Right. Far away next. So, do I want to go far away down the page, far away here, far away up there? What do we think? Left, middle or right? Oh, Maxine says right. Okay. So we'll go for this top corner then. Oh, Julia says left. Too late, it's done. Okay. So let's, like I say, I will use a white Posca and do a dotty line around the edge. Might even add some faux stitching around that sentiment as well. But for now, I'm going to let it dry. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that's encouraged you to have a little go with this Sweets colour palette. The I think there's still a bundle offer on the new stamps on the website. And yeah, is there anything else to mention? Oh, not that I can think of. So, thank you for joining me, and I will see you again very soon. All right, take care. Thanks. Bye. Oh, I'm going to have to take it out the clip because I can't do it otherwise.